Yes, people, what's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to United View. Welcome to another episode 95 of the Trinity podcast. 5 more before we get to that century. 95 not out. How's that? Not out. We're still at the crease. We're still at the crease, man. Big up to each and every single one.
That was intense and unexpected.
It's intense. Yeah. It's intense like the 95 episodes we've done, mate. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's mad. That's mad, guys. We're nearly at 100. We're nearly at 100 episodes, man. That's what I'm saying.
Huh? I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, 100%.
We're not there yet. We've got 5 more to go, but
5 more to go, man. 5 more to go. It's gonna be massive. Big up to each and every single one of you, man. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It's the lead up to Assna. KG, listen, we need to talk.
Oh, yeah. I've heard some stuff about you, KG, the comedian. What have you been up to? What have you been doing?
Everything.
We need to talk.
Well, just whatever you think I've done. Whatever you think I've been doing.
You've done it all.
If you know what team it is, you know what team it is. I've done everything that you think. I've been on Sky. I was on Sky talking about Roy Keane and Vieira today. I've been getting crazy. I've been getting mad. I won't lie to you lot. This game, you know me, I don't hold anything back, especially this team. I hate them. It's a game that I look for in the calendar, them and Liverpool. And yeah, it's here. And
what have you been saying though? This makes me nervous. You said when you say everything and you say I've been going around, what specifically, what have you been saying to people?
3-1 Man United.
Okay. That's not
yeah.
It's not too outrageous.
I made a couple bets.
You've made bets. Monetarily, you put money down.
Real bets, real money.
Real bets.
They're worthless and silly. Kept going, buy money freely. Kept going, it's time to be crazy. Where goes this fake money?
Watch it. Hey.
That is a tune, and I've spent coins. Let me let you lot know, right? Where's the book of accountability?
What's the book of bullshit? Yeah, because no joking. Remember, no joking about Michael Carrick.
No jokes about Michael Carrick. No jokes about Michael Carrick.
What did you do? Any jokes about Michael Carrick?
No, not at all. All right, cool.
I got brushed that off quick. You brushed that one off quick, KG.
But you didn't do what on the last show? What when you was asking me all the hypothetical things, and everyone was thinking you're going to do it. Was that?
That's the thing. I forgot to ask you about that. I saw the comments the day after the Flex and KG show, and the first comment was Owen was right, and I haven't seen it. So what was I right about?
Owen, check it out, and you can tell me. I haven't done anything. Yeah, but one thing I can say, what I have done is with the with Turkish, I've got a bet with him, 100 big ones.
Why are they never like £20 in that? Why did you go straight to bills and that? And
but then wait, this is
classic money, mate. That's what it is.
Check this out. This one's really funny, by the way. 12. Someone's going to have if they lose this bet. Yeah, it's Joe Lafori. You've seen them in the chat and Oga. Yeah, 12 overcooked boiled eggs, no water. Wow,
so that's chalk.
If we lose 6 overcooked boiled eggs, 6 crackers, no water. Yeah,
crackers on top of that. No, you can't do that. You can't. You won't be able to do it.
I got these Arsenal fans versus United fans. Preem and Peter, hot chip for the loser. Hot chip for all of them if they draw. It's going off, bro. Bro. When I tell you right now, it's going off. But guess what, bro? We're not afraid of these guys. I would have felt this way with Amorim. Do you know why? Because sometimes
we have to take it too far.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know.
He'd have felt this way of Amorim.
No.
You'd have felt this way of Amorim. You'd have felt this way of Amorim.
He means he didn't say that. He didn't say.
He said I'd have felt this way. He said I'd felt this way of Amorim.
And I
you wouldn't have been scared.
Man United do this weird thing where we go and win games. We have no right to win. You don't know this about us. We got no right. But we go to places and become ruiners. Amorim, we done it with Ten Hag. We done it with Amorim. Anytime we go into I don't know what it is about us. We decide, guess what? I haven't watched us play football I watch every game this season except the time I went into the box.
I was going to say, yeah.
And then we play good for 90 minutes. The whole match. I've not seen a full 90-minute performance. I go into a box and then they want to put on the best performance.
I hope you've made provisions. Have you made provisions?
I was going to say, I hope you've made plans for
the same way how they're like, listen, Flex, no hat and all that, and I've stuck to my thing here on this platform. Bro, I hope that you've made provisions to be upstairs in your room with no TV or something.
What do you mean?
You have to have this game exactly how you
mate, build a box around yourself this weekend.
Oh, you trying to watch the game? He's trying to watch the game. He's trying to watch it. No.
Okay, we need to have an emergency meeting. Okay, for he's not here at the moment. What are we going to do? Folks, what are we going to do? Guys,
he's trying to watch the game.
What are we going to do? Can I work on some kind of overlay during this show to put KG in a box or something like that, maybe? I don't really... this is not good.
Why do you not want me in a box? I knew that was a bad thing.
Because we won. The performance was too strong. You didn't see it. You didn't see it live.
I can't travel. That's right. I can't travel. I can't leave the country, but I can't be
that one. No, the leave the country thing is dead now. We know that's the thing, and that's all right. Yeah, it is. That's cool. But KG, I'm telling you, bro. I know you watched it back here, but you didn't see it live. It was stupid what was going on. You can't ever watch a game, and if you can't ever watch a game ever again.
I can. It was incredible. I think I'm saying they're gonna score. Do you know what the killer is? They're gonna score, but we're gonna score more. Simple as that. We're gonna go there. I've done a combined 11. This is where I was moving mad. I've been moving mad this week. Combined 11. I got Leacher in the team. Well, I tried.
I was gonna say they didn't let you do that, and you didn't get him in. You didn't get him in. You just put him forward. I
got in Buemo. Well, I done well. Then the chat said no.
You put in Buemo as a striker.
Yes, I said it's the only way you can get Saka to play. I said the only way you can get Saka to play, mate. I was gonna go 3 of Ahmad and
Buemo up front
and Saka. Yeah, and we just interchange.
Who's on the left?
I'm just gonna. They're interchange.
One of theirs.
Yeah. No, I said Saka's greatest. On the right, but then
and who's on the left?
Ahmad will be left, and they'll just
get them in.
One of the best defensive partnerships in sort of modern Premier League history, certainly, and the numbers are up there in terms of clean sheets and goals conceded together. KG, you're trying to get Leacher in.
Haven't won anything yet, and he ain't got like legends of the club chatting shit about him. Degree of difficulty, mate.
High pressure rate.
Yeah, degree of difficulty, mate.
Yeah.
So
he's right.
I don't give a crap about Arsenal, man. It's crazy how they just get to wax lyrical. Yes, they're the champions elect, but it hasn't happened yet. Right now, you can call them the champions elect if you want to be early, yeah. But Man United,
that will mean anything to you, though, KG. Like if Arsenal win the league, it's not something you're not going to suddenly start talking nice about them, are you?
It will hurt. Nobody will hurt.
But you're saying they haven't won anything yet. They're champions elect. Like that will mean anything to you. That will not mean anything to you in terms of your level of respect. Exactly. So
no. But at the moment, I still got to show them a little. There's more respect there than I've ever. This is the most respect I've showed Arsenal in my whole entire life.
Putting Leacher in the head of Saliba.
Yeah, that's what it's got to. This is the pinnacle of the respect.
This is the most respect I've ever showed him. 3-1. Leacher's better than Saliba.
It's the most. No, but I've really said Arsenal are the best team in the Premier League right now. Yes, the Premier League is trash. It's horrible. Yeah,
but they are.
They're doing their job better than anyone else. They're the most consistent.
They're the best team. I've been equally as strong. I've argued with Don Robbie yesterday. We argued profusely on DR. Yeah, and then the face-off on AFTV, same thing. He's doing the why have you got this chest? Like, don't you know where you're coming? You come to the Emirates. I said to him, one game, and you're talking. I said, I don't care. I said, don't take away my belief in my team. You think with some city, I said, I didn't say that. I didn't say we're going to run up on you like City and you're going to get no shots and you're going to get 0.01 XG because it's light work. I didn't say that. And he's like, what are you going to do then? You're going to sit there and you're going to sit in and you're going to camp out. You're going to camp out and rare. I goes, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do what it takes to win the game. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Don't try and do this style thing of like, you're anti-football if you're going to have 11 men behind the ball. No. I will have my game plan with my team. My guys will be ready. Okay. I'm telling you, we're going to win. I'm believing. I'm saying it as well. I didn't go 3-1. I went 2-1. We're going to win this game.
Good scoreline, man.
I can feel it.
It just feels like, and it's mad because they keep overriding the fact that they was given a game. We helped them out last week. They should be 9 points clear.
Exactly.
Really?
And they didn't even take it back. So I told Lee Judge, I said, listen, because he was like, hey, all right, sort of like, listen, you gave us points last week, right? This is no funny business. I the day was sort of like, right, yeah. And I said,
yeah.
It's always the end of the day with him, isn't it? At the end of the day, right? Why is it not at the beginning of the day?
Like,
yeah,
never at the start, right?
It's
never halfway through the day, right?
No.
It's at the end of the day, right? Yeah.
Hey, mate.
At the end of the day.
I said, sorry, mate. We gave you some points last week, or a little, yeah. We're coming back because I goes, what now? I should leave out empty-handed now after giving you that last week. He's like, yeah, you done your job. You done your job last week. Yeah, you're leaving nothing now. Yeah, sort of like, yeah. I said, no. I said, we're coming to win. Coming to win. You're gonna at the end of this game, Lee. You're gonna be saying their manager. They haven't even got a manager. Their interim manager has just had Mikel's ass, and he don't even know what's going on. He's just tactically outdone Mikel. That's what you're gonna be saying. Oh yeah, pause brigade.
Yeah, right.
That one was good.
But you gotta remember, Lee Judges will say that. He will say stuff like that.
But then remember, you want Declan Rice as well. You have to.
Yeah, they got Kobe Mainu and all that. Kobe and all that. Declan, I was disappointed with Declan. It's the first time I've seen Declan Rice not play. Where was he, Robbie? Where was he? No, and he said Calafiori clearly wasn't ready. There was he, Robbie? He wasn't ready. That's what he's going to be.
And you know what's going to be bad as well? It's Matisse. Because I was with him hey, you lot, Best of Enemies, you must watch. You must watch, yeah? But I was with Ty today.
Good.
Rude Van cheat himself. Rude Van cheat himself. You know, you can't call him Rude Van Destroy. He'll never call him Rude.
He hates him. Yeah, he hates him. He hates him.
Yeah. Man. These guys,
they're expecting an easy game.
They don't
not easy. They're not expecting an easy game, but they're saying they're 100% obviously going to win. That's how they see it.
Yeah, they're literally on cloud nine.
Good. I like that level of confidence that they have. Because if Man United then do win, it hurts them even more, doesn't it?
Exactly.
You know, I remember when we beat them at Old Trafford in Ten Hag's first season. Because I remember talking to some of the AFTV guys. They were very confident they were going to come to Old Trafford that day and beat us. And what was it? Was it 3-1? We won on that day. I think it was 3-1. Afterwards, right? I use this story all the time. I saw Lee Judges not long after that. Right. And I went to say something to him like, well, you know, unlucky, mate, kind of thing. He looked straight past me. He looked straight past me and just walked straight past me. I'm not even joking. It, in a way, kind of scared me a little bit. You know what I mean? You know, when someone's like, he just walked straight. I was going to like, oh, unlucky. And he went, I went, no, I'm not going to say anything.
Yes, the other side of the man.
They're not going to say anything. But it actually... filled me with glee. But it filled me with glee. You know what I mean? You know when someone's that pissed off and you sort of go, I'm not gonna press that button, but I like the fact that it's there to be pressed. You know what I mean? And the overconfidence with them at the weekend, they should be. You know, we haven't beaten them at the Emirates in ages. You know, Man United finished 15th last season, but also we're the same Manchester United side that last week going into that derby game. I mean, yes, we did say, look, if there's a game to win out of these two, it would probably be that one. We're more likely to win. But nobody thought the manner of that performance. Nobody saw that performance come in. Nobody saw over 90. Over 90. That's the key thing.
I'm not really using just that game because Man United in the big games is where we've been. Fulham is the game I'm terrified of. More so than anything. Because we know the players will run harder. They will give more. they'll be locked in more for these games. The manager says, I don't need to hype them up for games like this. They know it's the games where we have to show a bit. We have to be a bit good football. We have to really break down the low block and stuff. Why it fits us is for a very long time, we have been a transitional side. We're one of the strongest teams in the transition. And we've done that from, I would say, even in the Fergie era. We've always been a team quick in the transition, go and score, counter-attack. That's what we've been on. Yeah? Not really a possessional side, but we're kind of developing that. Now, we're going to play on the transition in this game. We're not expected to have a lot of the ball, but we have very quick players. We have the likes of Ahmad, Mbeumo. I think you do the exact same thing as well. Dorgu, you do the exact same thing. 100% you do the same thing. So now we're going to have these attacks. And I watched them against Inter. Inter got in a few times. Yes, the score line was still what it was. The one thing that we're not sure of, has Lamin's played against Arsenal yet? This will be his first attempt.
Yeah.
We need to know what he's on. We need to know what Lamin is.
He's played at Anfield, mate. He's played at Anfield and looked out of place.
It's a different kind of set piece, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He has to command his box properly. Like, no joke, team. Remember when, like, we was afraid to let the ball go out when we had Onans, and then Rashford gave away that stupid corner and we got cooked. Like, they just scored that. Yep. We can't be afraid of the ball going out because that's into bad already. I remember when we played them, it was probably silly as well, but we just worked on corners as the warm-up. You're going to concede. When you actually look back, obviously hindsight, vision 2020, right? But you're going to concede if all you're doing is training corners. You're nervous. You're not in flow state. Do you understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, during the week, you have to work on it because they're, like you said, they're a specific... Arsenal are a different kettle of fish when it comes to the set piece. You've got to have a plan, a bigger and better plan than you would on a normal day. You do because of the way they take them. You have to analyze how they've taken the last 5 or 6 that have led to goals, where they stand, and then they've got a few remixes. They've got one where all the man them are at the back post, everyone. Then they just come bum rush the door, kick it down like they're trying to get in the club. That one. Then they've got the one where there's a couple blockers, couple man on the 6-yard line, couple man standing on the keeper, and then like 3 man at the back post. And then Saka would do the little stutter step thing. But every single corner drops either in 2 places, bang on the goal line underneath the crossbar, where it's carnage, or they do the deliberate one, like the one you saw for the Inter Milan, to the back post special, back in for the tap-in. They've got different remixes. They've got light remixes.
Yeah.
I like the as Nessie says here. I'm just finally excited to watch United again. That's the key thing. Is that obviously you always get excited going into the big games against the top 6 or whoever you have a personal rivalry with as well. But there has been in recent years this feeling going into a couple of these games of like you're excited, but you kind of dread it of like because it's not going to end well. And that still could happen at the weekend. That still could happen on Sunday. But there is this kind of feeling, just even based off just last week of, well, at least I'm excited that I think they'll give it a go. And we could get something out of it. There's nothing worse than going into the game, being resigned and going, I know I'm going to watch some dross football. And yeah, maybe we nick it, but I don't even think we're going to do that.
I that every time I see you.
It's nice. At least it is nice. And look, this feeling, this is why I enjoy it now, because we may play on Sunday and things are actually kind of back to normal. Like, actually, we maybe did get a bit overexcited, and maybe we did get a bit carried away. So in the time in which you're allowed to do it and get carried away, do it. Do it. Because we might not be able to do it after Sunday. It might be back to what it's been all for the rest of the season of, oh, actually, I don't know about that. Oh, I don't know. We've got a rare opportunity here as a fan base just to be like, we can enjoy it. We can enjoy the build up to a game, which we've not been able to do for a while. We've not been able to enjoy go into that game with a bit of chest. And actually,
went into the game against City, no one was going to win that one as well. Because I said, this is just what United do. The record is there to prove it. It's like sometimes I know that this team is shameless. You see when we lost the Europa and then played Spurs, Aston Villa next game.
Villa, yeah.
But you say the record's there to prove it. That's where this one at the weekend against Arsenal goes totally against that theory because the record's not there to prove it.
No, I'm saying the record goes to prove it in terms of how someone's saying, you lot weren't feeling confident or you was really muted about the game against City. There's something about this team where we know these guys are like, what do we call them? We call them criminals. Yeah. Why?
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
Criminal. How did they run more in the Man City game than anybody else? How do we have the top 5 sprinters?
Well. I tell you, KG. I tell you that again. I would be remiss to oversimplify that. You asked that question. Why did we have the top 5, or why was it the most running? It's because it's one of the least we had of the ball this season, wasn't it? We didn't have a lot of the ball, and that was the game plan, was to be doing that running. In fairness, so I don't know if that's necessarily looking at that going, oh, the players decided to show up. I look at that as there was a different game plan and the players executed it well. I don't know if it's a case of, against City, they were trying really hard, and in other games they haven't been trying. We've never really said that under Amorim, did we? We never said,
the manager.
We never said the players aren't trying.
In some games, we didn't want it enough. No, but I'm saying against Everton with 10 fucking men, we didn't want it enough. That's an embarrassment.
But that's not the games you're talking about, is it? You're talking. You said big games. You said big games.
I'll use the big games as they run anyway. In big games, they're gonna run. I'm saying these guys have been fit and not given their full application. That's the point I'm making. Now, what we are adding is
I think they were, to be honest, KG. I would push back on that. Yeah, against like Everton and West Ham, I think they did. I think that's the problem. They gave their full application of what was asked of them in that Ruben system, and it wasn't fucking going to work. It wasn't working.
We said differently though. We said that
we saw that too consistently. We saw that too consistently against
all on Amorim then when we was playing shit.
A lot of it was. Not all of it, but a lot of it was.
Okay.
I think there's times where I would say the players had a much more higher gap of quality of trying to do things rather than not trying. I saw them trying, but within the framework that was laid out for them. So I would say they're trying within the framework of like there's 3 at the back. So you see the Everton game, yeah. So I was at the game, yeah, Everton game. I'm going fucking hell. No one was passing forward. No one was looking for each other. You cuss the players. You go like quality on the ball, this, that, and the other. But like the thing about running hard, like how we ran against City, well, we weren't really set up that way in that game to like run hard. I just think. But then there's been other games where you go, fuck it. But you don't remember, all right. Remember the classic line of Amorim coached the 3-0. Remember them games of like this. You know what I mean? That's the players' shit quality. 100%, but the players aren't not culpable for nothing. Like you said, it's not all Amorim because there's times where they've been absolute criminals. But the City one, though, but for me, the City one is actually tactically. If you look at how we tactically won that game, that wasn't because the players decided we're going to run further than we've ever run before.
Yeah, and that was because.
I don't know,
that was the suggestion you were making, KG. You made the suggestion that look at these criminals, they ran harder against Man City, or look, they were in the top 5 rankings or whatever, which to Flex's point, and to the point I'm trying to make is, I don't see that table that was on Sky as, oh, look, they tried harder against City, or they showed up against City and they didn't show up against Everton. I look at that as, well, the game plan's different and they executed it better, that game plan better than they did under Ruben, because they couldn't clearly execute what Ruben wanted them to do, and they can execute what Carrick wants them to do. Why? Because Carrick's role is to get the best out of the players. Ruben's role was to, I'm going to try and change everything and make a long-term plan. That's not what Carrick's there to do. He's there to, how do I get the best out of these players? How can I get them to run more? I'll do this. Ruben was, this is what I do. So I don't look at that. I think if you look at that table and go, oh, actually, they tried harder, or they just showed up last weekend, I think that kind of does a bit of a disservice to Carrick and to Amorim, to be fair. I think it does a disservice to what they tried to set up and do.
I agree with you on something. I won't lie to you. I agree with you guys on some things, but I do believe that this squad has been lacking and they haven't fully applied themselves in most games. Like there's some games when I can say, yes, we've shown up, but there's games where it's like, where even the players have said, hey, the other team wanted it more. There's games where we haven't shown the right desire. We haven't done everything necessary to win a game. I think there's been those, and we can still see that again, because we've seen that under every manager that's been in post, where the players can turn it on and then turn it right off.
Yeah, it's not to say that doesn't exist, but the original point you were sort of making was that that table suggested that, you know, they were trying doing more now than they were before. And my response is, I think, to be honest, that table just shows a difference between Carrick and Amorim, and actually not necessarily the players. I think that just demonstrates, look at what, in the same way that all of these statistics do, right? They did one with Ruben Amorim before he got sacked. It was like, from October to present day, these are your attacking stats. Did they go, oh, look at these players are now suddenly shooting more or doing anything like that? You would look at that and go, well, that's because that's what Ruben's setting them up to do. In the same way that Carrick set them up last week to be running more without the ball because we didn't have the ball as much. So I look at it more as actually less of like player application. I look at it more just actually that's what Carrick's asking them to do is easier for them than what Ruben wanted them to do. It goes back to like the Cobby thing, doesn't it? I don't think Cobby Mainoo suddenly become a great player over the last couple of weeks because Ruben Amorim got sacked. What we're seeing is the difference between a manager looking at a player going, how do I get the best out of you, versus a coach or a manager looking at a player going, you've got to adapt to what I want you to do. There's a difference between that, right? Isn't there? There's a difference between the two. And I think that's coaching for me. I think that's the difference between coaching and coaching sales.
I honestly think it's,
I would say 70-30.
It's soon. I think even that the coaching thing, I think it's really soon. I do think it's soon though. Wow, and I'm happy about what I'm seeing, but we have to remember there is gonna be a natural lift of the new manager. You know, there's naturally these guys have an opportunity to send a message to the new guy and be in his plans. You know, so you're gonna get people that go in a bit harder. Then you also have, now that there's competition in the team because everyone's back from AFCON, now the likes of Acuna gets dropped. Well, his response is, I need to play. Come on,
something happen, yeah.
To assist. You know what I mean? There's like literally, it was like it was a lot of things. It's a perfect cocktail, maybe you can call it that, where it's like, it is Carrick, the formation, players back from AFCON,
and
Man City. So
yeah, I do see. Yeah, I see what you're saying about the concoction, like the perfect ingredient.
A lot of stuff that can make it into a. So I can't just say, you know, while I did see good coaching, I did see a good idea with Dorgu on the left, and what he did, he made some big decisions. But I have to. This is why I'm saving all of that stuff for really Fulham. But this game will tell me a lot as well.
Yeah, I think it's just a thing of like, someone mentioned it in the super chat here from Selly, saying about Everton. Against Everton, he had 6 defenders. That's the problem. They're defenders. You're expecting them to act like attackers. Stop giving excuses. I think that's the difference. I think Everton, if you have 6 defenders or, you know, a back 5 against a team that's down to 10 men with a low block, so you've got more of the ball, then your running stats out of possession are going to be a lot smaller, aren't they? They're going to be a lot smaller than if you've got a game where, you know, you're playing on the transition and the counter attack. So I don't know if we can look at that Everton game, go, players, they weren't trying hard enough that day. I think the concern would be looking back at that game is they were trying to do what the coach wanted them to do, you know, which is why it wasn't working out at Manchester United. And also that's not, and that's not to, and it's not to say, when I'm saying that, that's not to say like, oh, so you're saying the players have nothing to do, or the players' output has nothing to do with that. Of course not, because it's never 100% anything, is it? It's never, oh, that was just Amorim, or that was just the players, because that's how we get into these stupid arguments in the first place, isn't it? Yeah. You know, it's always a mixture of things. But I don't know. I don't know if under any time under Ruben Amorim, I really thought our players are not behind him downing tools. I think that was the concern. Is I felt that they actually probably were trying their best a lot of the time. They weren't good enough, and the setup wasn't good enough.
But I wouldn't say totally downing tools though. But I'm saying that, you know, like just the second ball, the concentration, the little things that, like, we gave away so many scruffy goals, like winning your duels, like being that kind of stuff. I felt like, and obviously that era is gone in it, so we don't have to worry about it no more. And now the better play, like having Maguire back is massive. It's like because again, he's you heard the manager talk about it. You heard Carrick say, look, these players are experienced, and I went with experience for this game. And that's what we're going to need in this game against Arsenal. We're going to need Maguire to be colossal when it comes to the magnet head that he has, to just everything's away. Everything that comes.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in them corners. You need him on the end of everything, because like not in the same thing of Scholes and Butt and that, but it ain't going to be Leacher getting on the end of everything. like, you know, in that type of environment. He can if it's like a straight cross to his head. But in terms of like Maguire, because of how big he is and good with his head, he possesses the ability to actually out jump people or get there above big guys.
Casemiro,
yeah, he's got to be Casemiro can as well.
We need to have. And again,
you say that thing about the second ball stuff, KG, though. Like under Ruben Amorim, because something kind of popped in my head when you said about second balls. Man United won the most second balls in the Premier League in this season under Ruben Amorim. So it's not as even if we won't win second balls.
That's mad. But even while saying that, there's games where I've seen us, like, you know, the kind of goals we've conceded. The Aston Villa one is like a perfect example of how did we lose that game? You know, the ball goes to Morgan, and you're like, that should never have happened. We are better than Villa.
But we lost that game. But that was because Lenny Euro let him come inside too easy.
Little, like, so while we can be top of the charts and stuff, I've seen little moments where you're like, that shouldn't have happened in that game. Or another game,
thing's still there.
Yeah, that little things that we've been doing. And before Amorim got here, we had the Bozo gene under Ten Hag, where Flex is like, if we done the spinner Rooney, Flex is like, KG, I'm telling you, we're winning this game. Remember, my birthday one was the classic. We're guaranteed we're winning this game. Flex, like, relax. Then he switches, gets out of there. We've, like, the Bozo thing at this team, then he's doing the spinner Rooney. What manager was that under? Was that Ten Hag? When did you do the spinner Rooney? He was on.
Oh, that was Ralph. That was Ralph. Yeah, Anfield. Yeah.
Why? What happened? Why did I do? Oh, because we were so shit. That's why
you were doing charades. You were doing charades, and it was like,
we lost it, and you done a spinner Rooney. The Bozo thing has been a part of this team forever. And you can talk about if it's Lindelof and Maguire, the busted sofas. We've gone for it, bro. One of the
what did you say? Busted sofas.
Mental testicular fortitude. He used to say a lot as well.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. We've done this song and dance, like
busted sofa.
We've done this so many times.
Yeah. Now listen, that thing. I think like you say, it's never always one thing. There've been games where you go, you're as professionals, the account of yourself you're given to give away silly goals, give a bad pass, let a runner go behind you, or whatever it is, you go, you're just not taking care of your own performance. And then you go, there's only so far said players can go when they are set up in a way like Amorim used to set up because it was just not conducive to what we got. And then, like you said, when you get the perfect blend of all these ingredients, you bake the perfect cake. And on that day, per 97 minutes, that was the perfect cake. That was the best cake we could have baked that day. You know, the only thing missing, cherry on top, was the third goal, if you want to be pedantic. But in terms of the ingredients Michael Carrick had, which you're right, which was the energy of the crowd. It's a home game against City. The players, I get they would have been more up for it. They would have been more up for it because it's a clean slate and it's like, right, come on, let's put this. Yeah, you know what I mean? But then the setup is just so key.
He was brilliant.
Because if the setup's not there with all of those other factors, what we see is what we saw before. We've been up for it in all these games that we've played under Amorim, like at home to Spurs, or not at home to Spurs, away to Spurs, or in the final, or we're up for it. The crowd's there, we're ready, we're anticipating, and then the tactics kick in, and you go, doesn't matter how much they want it. Doesn't probably matter how much they run in this. That this is not conducive to what we're trying to do here. It just, you know, other teams, managers and players, i.e. Iwobi and Marco Silva, were sitting in pressers or doing post-match going, yeah, we know that. That's what they're going to do. That thing's dead. Grimsby manager setting up. I know these men are going to come. We're going to play them off the park for most of like it was a real problem. And then you switch it up with that system and you go, all of a sudden, this notion that Cobby can't do any type of running has disappeared. But really what it is it's what type of running. Because that's what I was saying earlier this morning. I was like, Ruben was technically right for his thing. It's crimes against football. But to Ruben, he's saying, in my team, the six can't look like Cobby. Because I need them to run big distance. I need a Kante. I need a Rice. I need a Anderson. Do you know what I mean? Which... that's crimes against football. What I'm saying now, I'm calling it out now. That was disgraceful. But then somebody who gets the best out of somebody like Cobby or looks at the squad that we have, like Carrick does immediately, Dorgu's never played left wing under Amorim once, to my knowledge. He played right wing, and guess what he did when he played right wing? That's where the Ballon Dorgu thing even started from.
Yeah,
when he played right wing. And what did our manager do against Wolves? Put him back left wing back.
No,
So really, all Michael Carrick. So remember,
we cussed him because he was on the left.
Oh
he was
yeah,
on the
all right,
then
maybe here or there.
Everyone mad. Everyone said, "Bro, he kicked it. He killed it on the right. Why have you got him on the left?"
Maybe, yeah, but I swear it was back to left wing back though.
Do you know what was tiring as well? To be honest, when we can't remember this, you know why? It's because we used to spend so long every single game talking about the shape, who's actually playing where. Is Dorgu playing left wing or is he playing right wing? Is he playing left back? Is he playing right wing back? I'm so glad that the game starts and pretty much you can see straight away, like, all right, we're playing this shape, this person. All right, they might swap a little bit, but we don't have that debate for 20 minutes every single game. We don't have to hear Gary Neville talking about, now I think it's a 4. No, is it a 5 now? Or actually, they've tucked into a back 6. You know what I mean? It's so tiring over and over. So I'm glad with that.
Do you think something's going to happen? Because in the beginning, with every single manager, we love their presses. As time goes on.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. We got to be
That's the life cycle of a coach, isn't it? You know,
no,
that's
what I'm saying. We love the manager's honesty and frankness and stuff in anyone that we get. And even we felt a way about the whole Carricky, like with Ollie, with all the he had his guy. Like we go on this journey, and what we love about the manager in the beginning is what we hate about the manager near the end. You know what I'm saying? So with our guy, the young coach is Monclizzy, like we was gassed about a lot of stuff that was just silly, really. And then it's the thing that it became the slander name in the end. Like, look at high trousers. Look at this.
Look at that's just how it works, isn't it?
Why
that's
is
just,
Prada?
That's
but
just
the way it works.
That's just the game, isn't it? You know,
at
what
the
I mean?
beginning, you assess what the manager's doing, and are you picking up what he's putting down? That's the problem with it,
isn't it? That's a life thing. You know what I mean? You get into a relationship, you go, I tell you what, you know, I like her brutal honesty. I really like that. And then towards the end, you go, can you not just lie once? Or something like that. You know what I mean? Why do you have to be so honest all the time? Why do you have to always open your mouth, put us in trouble kind of thing? You know what I mean? It's just, that's just life, isn't it?
I don't even know what Carrick's thing is. Like, I don't know what Carrick's thing that he says.
No. Well, that could be good. Well, we don't know that yet.
Carrick's thing towards the end, it'll be a lack of emotion, won't it? It'll be there. You go. Exactly. Lack of emotion, boring, all that kind of stuff.
But this could be exactly, and I say could be because we're in that beginning cycle of this 15 games of this guy where we don't know past it. So you're right. This is a great point. I'm gonna say now until it's flip flop flex until I'm fed up of it. I'm gonna say, do you know what? This is a good thing. There's been so much. We've just gone from a manager offering up every sort of line, saying mad stuff.
This is going to age so terribly, isn't it?
In it though, yeah, probably.
You know when you know something's going to age badly. This is going to age so terribly.
Well, it could. But I'm just being honest. Yeah.
Oh, we can see the moment happening. Oh, look at
100%.
Honestly, I'm having some kind of like multiverse flash moment. Raven Simone, seeing the future of him going like.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. Go on, Ray. You don't know who Raven Simone is? Of course you know that's so Raven.
That's so Raven. Oh, that's so Raven. Oh, right, yeah. I didn't know last name Simone though.
Yeah. I'm having a vision. Exactly. Even Ash is trying to like bite me, going, "This is ridiculous. What is going on at the moment?"
Basically, I'm saying right now at the start, what it feels like is the right thing is to definitely not come out and say mad stuff. Do we agree with that?
Does anyone
agree with that or not?
It's really clear.
It's really clear.
Is it clear that he shouldn't say mad stuff, or should he be more expressing it from now? What do you think? Can I ask,
bro? I don't know. One thing I can
no one wants to commit.
No, one thing I can tell you that we've done this song and dance so many times that like I've almost become. I'm a bit jaded about all managers. Like,
of course, we're scarred. It's PTSD, bro.
I'm really jaded about all managers. I'm jaded about experience. The point scoring part of me wants to write down everyone that says give Carrick a job. So if it does go bad, I can say,
including yourself. You've already written yourself down, by the way, about that.
I'm not in the book before.
It's in the book. It's in the book. You and Flex both in the book about Carrick.
No, I want to write down the names of the people that say give him the job. So if it does go wrong, I want to be able to say you told us.
Oh, you're pre-doing it. Well, set a page then. Get a page ready.
I want to. No, because
do it.
when it all goes wrong, we can say when it all goes wrong, we go back to Ineos and say this is on Ineos. They should have never given them the job. We say, whoa, pump your brakes, because no one tells us. I remember when we had to bring in Ten Hag. Ten Hag was the guy. When Ten Hag was the best thing that we needed to go and get, because the true scholars that knew about the Dutch league were telling us that's the tactic, and he could be getting the Man City job one day.
Yeah, you're in Amsterdam.
No one says that happened anymore. It was just me and Flex and myself.
They said the same about Ruben, didn't they? They said the same about Ruben, that he could take over from Pep. They say about everyone day. You know what I mean? I think. But that's why I didn't want to commit to anything when Flex was asking me the other day, going, "Oh, do you agree that you're not even going to joke about it?" I said, "I'm not going to."
So you might joke about it, yeah? Because you might
wait and see. Wait and see. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to.
You might joke about it. You got to leave wriggle room because you might joke about it.
But you two didn't. That's why I said
we're not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to joke about it. But you're saying you might. That's fine. You're allowed to do that.
You two.
You're saying you might.
You will joke about it. You will joke about it.
KG will.
I'm too scared. This Amrin, you know, every manager's coming, yeah.
KG, you put Martinez over Saliba earlier on. Of course, you will joke about getting Carrick as well.
I done a video for Lad Bible saying that Maguire versus Van Dijk, and I argued for Maguire like never before.
Yeah, you did.
So,
your name is KG the comedian. You're not. You're going to joke.
Gone. Right now, I've been hurt by managers. I backed tried to back every single manager. I backed Ten Hag. I backed Amrin, and everyone hated the way I was part of the THDL. I don't know what Amrin's group was called, the APA. I've been part of APA.
Yeah, APA. Yeah.
Now, the next one that comes in when we get an official manager, I'll back him as well, but it's tiring, bro. It's tiring as hell.
So you're not backing Carrick?
I don't think he's the real manager. I'm supporting him while he's
here.
He is.
He's not got an interim title. He's head coach of Man United.
Oh, then I'm backing him, but I'm saying as in like I'm not saying that till the end of the season. How long is contract?
Don't miss that bit out, Owen. Don't miss that bit out. Because that is saying that as soon as the season's done, he's not that. We will be managerless. On whatever day the last game of the season is, May the whatever, as soon as full-time whistle goes at that, we won't have a manager. Unless they've obviously announced who the successor is, like they did with Ten Hag when it was like 6 or 7 games before Rangnick was done. We already knew that Ten Hag was going to get the thing. So then it will immediately be that guy as soon as that whistle goes. So you can't leave that context out, Owen. Don't try and stitch him up. He doesn't have the title interim, but it says till the end of the season.
Yeah, but he's not an interim coach, is he?
No, he's a coach until the end of the season.
Yeah, but KG was saying he wasn't gonna back him. He said,
he said he's not a real manager, and he's not. He's a head coach until
he's
the
a
end
real.
of the season.
He's the Man United manager at the moment. What do you mean he's not a real manager?
He's the Man United head coach until the end of the season.
We didn't say last weekend, that was good for an interim. We said that's good for a Man United manager, isn't it? You know what I mean? He's the head coach of Man United. What? Am I going crazy here? Am I going crazy here? He's not an interim. What is Carrick? Is Michael Carrick an interim?
Do you see him as not an interim? Do you not see him as that?
If that's not his title, no.
Oh, I hate you.
You know what? It's true. You know what? To be honest, we lost our last manager because he didn't like the title that he had.
Yeah, they're important. They're important.
Do you think Carrick's happy with his title?
Very happy. He's head coach of Man United. He's not interim. He's head coach of Man United.
No, Ruben signed his one, and he wasn't happy about it. Apparently, he thought he signed the manager, and then he was the head coach. Like how many months later? 18 months later. So,
the way that thing just
we don't know how Carrick feels, to be honest.
I know we obviously the Amrin thing's gone, so it's not really to go back in the past. But it was interesting. I did see quite a few people saying it's been 15 days now or 20 days, and Amrin ain't dropped one thing of like, listen, because I read this thing. It was a heartfelt thing of one of the most staunch Amorim strong people, and it was them just admitting all defeat and going, I can't believe you basically haven't even thanked me. They were like, oh, he's gone. And it's like 20-something days now, whatever amount of days it is. And he hasn't even dropped not even thank you to the fans who stood by him and sang his name in a Stretford end. Like, just nothing. But people are like, maybe he's just got an NDA. But you don't have an NDA stopping you from going, Thank you for my time at the club. Thank you for everyone who supported, like for the fans who stood by me. He
That's
just chose
the
not to do
problem.
it.
That's the problem, Flex, isn't it? It's getting too attached to people, like about players
exactly.
or coaches, as we
That's
always
why I
say.
don't care about it.
Yeah, like
we
we don't get too attached to players or whatever because they don't love you or the club as much as you do. You know what I mean? Like loyalty in football, it's not really a thing anymore because they do get treated badly as well. So like this whole like, oh, Amram didn't say anything or whatever. Like we were sort of saying, like it's over, move on, like it's done. You know what I mean? It's not going to improve his Man United record. The record is the record now. That's it. It's done.
But I can do that though. But sometimes it is nice. I love what the club did with Casemiro this week. We don't manage goodbyes nicely. I think we stink at goodbyes.
Well, and I think the same with Rafa. It depends on the player, isn't it?
No, but I'm saying there's some players that deserve the better goodbye.
Yeah, like De Gea did.
Yeah, I mean De Gea,
Herrera did.
Lingard, Rashi's bye should have been way better than it's gonna end up. You know what I mean? That's a considering he's from the youth. You know what I mean? There's players that you look at and say, we managed this part horribly. Like even the way Vidic left in January to Inter Milan. That was rubbish. Like there's so many, and Vidic left in early.
I thought he left end of the season. I think he left end of the season because I remember he
January though. He agreed in
January. It was agreed in January, but he left at the end of the season. Remember one of his last games, I think he like broke his nose or something like that against Southampton. I think.
It sounds like a proper Vidic ring.
Yeah.
I agree though. Like I think, and do you know what I did like? Because listen, remember I was talking to Bradley, and he's like, "Yeah, maybe give him a new thing and just that." And I was like, "Guys, what our problem is, if we, whether we cuss any us or not, what we all agree with is that we have to learn when to let go. We have to learn when to go to the next steps to build the new Man United. And as much as I respect Casemiro, as much as I thank him for his services, top professional, good standards." You ask Kobe, I remember when he first came into the team was saying how much he'd learned off him. I remember Collier saying that, all of these things stand. And I'm happy that we've had a player who's won what he's won and I've seen him play. All of that. It's time, like shout out Claude, it's time to go. Not in a horrible way. It's not time to renegotiate. It's time to let that come to its a natural course. Because it's not even kicking him out. It's just a natural end. That's fine. Yeah. And he's saying, in his statement, love that. 4 months left to fight for this badge. And he's going to fucking fight. What he's on. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's just we need to get more comfortable. Yeah, exactly. We need to get more comfortable with that type of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like it's time. Stop trying to trying to enter because it'll be good for the youngsters if we just pay more thing and keep it. No,
I'm glad you brought that up, Flex. Actually, because it's kind of to what KG was saying about the Amram stuff too, and I think it actually does. It's just kind of a wider thing with the Man United fan base, just in general. Is we actually have a really tough time saying goodbye to players and managers.
And we convince ourselves it's been better than it has.
Yeah, I don't know why I like this, but that's why maybe it's because we're so bad at selling players that we kind of just get really attached to them because we know they're not going to go. So I might as well just love them while they're here. But it's like you're right. Like we sort of go, oh, Casemiro going, that's a shame. Or Ruben, oh, he's not said anything. Why has he not said anything? Or this player's gone. I actually kind of liked him. Or
all that. Or we're scared. We're letting him go, but will we replace him? Yeah.
Or like we go like, oh, Wan-Bissaka's going. Oh, is that a good? Well, this player's going. You know what I mean? We are like almost maybe overly attached to the players, much more than they're attached to us or the club.
Do you know why we're like this though? It's because of the misses we've had on signings. We don't have a high success rate on bringing players in and then being good. Are you with me? So we've had the Morgan Schneiderlins, the players that Depay, the players that come in and then they're rubbish and then they go, and the players that weren't like, how can I say it? We still had some bad players, but the recent bad players go out sooner. So like, see how we're gonna say bye to Xerxes before we say bye to Luke Shaw? That's mental, but that's gonna happen. We've had
like the Maguire thing, KG. Like someone mentions it in the chats. K Flow says it. The Maguire thing. Like the guy's on 190k a week. He's been injured the majority of this season, and still there's like, oh, maybe he should stay on reduced wages. And again, it goes back to someone put it in the up on the screen earlier on. It's true. It is. I think it does stem from a fear of, yeah, I know they're not great, but who would we replace them with? Are we going to replace them with better or worse? Our track record says worse. Maybe we should just keep them. It is fear, isn't it? It is like, Chris, it is fear. It is fear.
We almost
we're going to get rid of Amarim. We're going to get rid of Amarim. who would we do it? Who are we going to replace him with? Who would you get? Who would you get? And you go, I don't know.
Who'd you get questions always that. Who'd you get? So stay with what you've got, because I tell you what, the devil,
it's fear, isn't
not
it? It's fear.
Grass not always greener than this. That Casemiro around the special and the Casemiro jumping into the mad tackles, you could get worse. So just don't.
No, but we almost stayed with,
and we have.
Worse looks like Ugarte.
Yeah, or Onana. De Gea should go. Yeah, he probably should go. Actually,
but they're right. So they have got a reason
thing.
To be like,
and then you go that, and then you go, who'd you replace him with? Onana. Fuck, we shouldn't. So that's where it stems from, isn't it? Our track record shit.
There's a lot more of those. Even like, let's have it right. Like, we'd be more comfortable to get rid of Carrick. Sorry, not Carrick. Sorry, of Maguire if Euro was playing better, but he's not.
Yeah, you're
Do you
right.
know what I mean? That's the.
If Euro was like a mainstay, and
Euro was.
Thank you, Harry. Thanks for your services. But because Harry Maguire comes in, and it's like, we need that type of level of dominant centre back. Like, and it ain't Lenny yet. Like, and you look at Aiden Heaven, and he's young, up and coming. Martinez is a different type of centre back. De Ligt can be that guy, but he's been injured. So you go in. That's fine. That's where you go again. Let Maguire go, because that doesn't mean he's necessarily the answer. But please go and find me my Mosquera thing for 25.
Even when
the unknown, isn't it? It's the known versus the unknown, isn't it? Because Maguire's been here for 7 years. We know Maguire inside and out. We know how good
the maximum of
exactly how good, how bad he is. Someone that maybe we don't see every single week, or even if we do, we're like, I don't really know you like I know them. I don't know. Should we take that risk? Because we've all found out it can get worse. Like, we didn't think it possible, but it can. It can genuinely get worse. So, like, do you trust it? And then a lot of the time we just sort of go, I'll stick with what I got. You know what I mean?
I love
it's the whole. I don't know.
You know what? If you told me tomorrow,
only thing though, is it two small ones though? Is it two?
No, that's why I'm getting for Bassi. Bring Bassi right now. Bring him.
I think we could. I think we could both be better than Bassi.
There might be some bias there.
No, but he's good, guys. I'm telling you now, that guy, Premier League proven as well, solid, good in the air, fast.
KG.
He's got a lot. Brody, we've done this with a lot of players that we. I know.
It's
just Sadio Mane many years ago, and it was hilarious.
But
I remember I wanted him before LVG even said bring in. There's a few of them when I've been like, get it.
But KG, like, come on.
Plus Nigerian, even he's saying no.
There's bias. There's bias here, KG.
But he's a good defender, though. That's the truth. He's a good defender.
He is a competent defender. But I think that our thinking should be higher than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. But if he was in the squad, if he was in our squad now, could he play some games and do all 100%? Look, Heaven is. Do you know what I mean?
We don't have many, because we don't have many centre backs at the moment, do we? You know what I mean?
We need to look higher than that.
We've had loads injured and a couple of out of form, so of course he'd be playing at the moment. We've had, because like you said, Aiden Heaven got a run because players were out of form. We didn't, and we had Maguire, De Ligt, Martinez, kind of injured. If one would hope, that we would have a better backup and a better squad. Bassi not for me.
Yeah, and I think he's a good player. I don't think he's not rubbish. He's definitely not rubbish. He's physical. He's quick. He's okay on the ball. I wouldn't say he's exceptional. He's okay on the ball. Decent in the air. Like, he's a good, competent Premier League player. It's just I don't have the feeling that that's who we should get though. But I know KG's tax. I know. I know he's not rubbish. But nah, I'm not trying to see Bassi at Man United.
Hey Flex, would you take Raheem Sterling at Man United?
Nah.
I've got something wrong with my headphones. I've had to turn off my system again.
Now you're broadcasting from the toilet, KG.
Yes, okay.
He can't hear us. He doesn't know what we're saying.
He can't even hear.
He's trying to style it out. He has no idea what we're saying. He has no idea. KG, man. What's going on? Look at his stupid face. Look at when he looks left and right.
And he's got the nerve to call people criminals. You know what 100%. I mean? These people are criminals, man. They're not showing up. They're not delivering. You know what I mean? They're not putting in enough work on the pitch.
I wouldn't want Sterling, but I want Kante. I'll take Kante. Look at me. He has no idea what we're saying. Nothing. Let's get super chats out while he's.
Let's just stay quiet. Just say here that. Let's just hear it to
Yeah.
see, if he can get out of it.
Max says, "Is KG actually being measured?" No, he's being disconnected and not knowing what's going on. That's what he's doing.
This stinks.
There's big sighs. There's big gulps for air. KG, you say the players are criminals, but call Bruno class. Put players in their best position and correct setup. You'll see the best of
football soccer.
I know. You'll see the best of them. Simple. KG, thoughts? Okay, yeah.
I agree.
KG, all my Kev coin was the guy getting the sack, says Jazzy. KG, thoughts?
Thoughts on that one, KG?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's fair.
Yeah, that's fine. So, Super says, we will never have a proper manager if we keep bringing up the past at every turn. We're trying to marry before dating. Let's finish the dating. Oh, KG, let's finish the dating stage first. KG, do you think? No? Okay, cool. Yeah, no worries. Shinobi says, don't forget KG joined Amarim Avengers against Cobby. KG, do you want to?
KG, any response to that one? Or
no? Okay. Fat 4 says, big up, boys. Any updates on the stadium situation? Well, we saw that task force kind of come into play, but I think it's.
Oh, yeah, it's something. It got like government approved, didn't it, or something like that?
Yeah, I saw that. It did. KG, you got AirPods on now.
Yeah, I've got AirPods on now because the other ones
KG,
I don't.
You're very, very loud. It's just turn it. It's very abrasive. It's very aggressive. It's it's very
1, 2. What about now? Is that better?
That's a lot better now. Yeah.
Cool.
Max says you have an old mug, and the missus has a track record of buying mugs that can't handle hot beverages. Do you toss your mug and trust the process, or hold on to your mug? The United dilemma, told through the lenses of mugs.
I stay with your wife. It sounds like you had another issue there.
Yeah, and if any response to anything involving a mug is trust the process, that's quite bizarre, isn't it? Should we get a new mug? Trust the process, mate. What's wrong with you?
And you know what's funny? On that note, when KG just comes back into it, end of the show, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You trust the process.
What was that last like 3-4 minutes? You lot asked me a question. I didn't know what you heard. I couldn't say it.
We asked you a
couldn't
big
respond.
question.
It was you had to be there. You had to be there, KG, at the time.
Owen, such a bastard. You bastard. You had to be there, knowing he just couldn't be there.
Yeah, to be there. It was a really good one. It was maybe one of the best super chats ever.
Yeah, it was a record one.
It was
Sajid
great.
says a manager system should amplify the ability of the players available and hide their shortcomings by getting other players to cover for them, not magnify their shortcomings like Amarim's did. Dead system, blasphemous system. We've got to the end of episode 95.
Predictions.
Yeah.
3-1.
2-1.
Yes, I'm going also with a light. I went 2-1 yesterday, but just for variety, 2-0 Manchester United. No conceding.
That's I don't even know why. That sounds worse than my prediction, but
it does sound worse than yours. No, it
2-0 looks like total domination.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
2-0. I'm putting 50 Kev coins on it.
We will love you and see you soon. We are out of here. Goodbye.